Hi guys, in this episode of Radio K, I'm gonna be finishing off my reaction to Stray Kids' Oddinary mini album. So far, surprisingly enough, I actually haven't been the biggest fan of this album, which, if you know me at all, is gonna be a shocker, because I am a huge fan of rap-heavy and hard-hitting type of songs, something that Stray Kids excels at unconditionally. And yet, for whatever reason, there's some condition in this album that causes a lot of these songs to not really be as enjoyable as they should be. And the weirdest thing is, the songs are not bad. In any other boy group that does this kind of stuff as well, like, even if it was just like ATs doing these kind of songs, I would be blown away. But for Stray Kids, it kind of comes off below their level. So far, we've checked out the title track and the first three songs of this album, essentially the songs Venom, Maniac, Charmer, and Freeze. And out of those four songs, only Freeze felt like a song that, like what I wanted to get from this album. It felt like an Stray Kids song. The other three, while not bad, again, I want to stress, they're not bad. They're actually very enjoyable songs, and I think all three are very memorable with their melody and hooks. Just didn't really feel like Stray Kids songs, and just didn't really... I mean, I don't want to say the word necessarily work, because it implies that the songs didn't work, but they just somehow didn't really work the way they should have. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I've checked around for some opinions that people might have had on Reddit about this album, and I've already seen like at least two people who share a similar opinion, where the album, this is the first album that they don't really vibe with when it comes to Stray Kids music, and that most of these songs just don't really seem like they go anywhere, and the opinions that I'm seeing definitely fit with mine. For the people who don't like these songs, who are not like, oh, well, this is just not my kind of music, it definitely seems like there's a reason why we don't like it, you know? But still, we have three more songs of this album, those being Lonely Street or Saint, I don't know what it is, it just says ST. The Stray Kids vocal line song Waiting For Us, and the Stray Kids rap line song Muddy Water. And I'm definitely excited for Muddy Water because a lot of people seem to have liked it, so I'm curious whether I'm gonna like it. But before we get into that song, let's get into Lonely in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it is Lonely Street. Is this song in English? Okay, it's not. Honestly, even this song feels better or more Stray Kids than Charmer, Maniac or Venom. I don't know what was about those first three songs, man. Yeah, this definitely feels like one of those vocal heavy songs from Stray Kids that are really good, like Slump. Definitely reminds me of it, especially the English version. Could have toned down the autotune though. Unlike with BTS, at least in this case, it is a stylistic choice. Because they don't use it as heavy in all of their songs as they are using it in this song, unlike all those hype groups like ENHYPEN, TXT, and BTS. And yeah, I actually like this one a lot as well. So far, the only positive thing that I can say for all the songs is that all of them are very different from each other and very memorable. But only Freeze and this song I actually feel like Stray Kids songs, and as if they are up to Stray Kids standards. The other ones, for whatever reason, just don't feel like that. And we're already done? Are you kidding me? 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Why is this so short? Okay, am I crazy? Is this supposed to be this short? Okay, let's check the Wikipedia page for this album. How long is this song supposed to be? Have I potentially gotten the wrong video for this? No, the song is genuinely this short. It's 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Wow. Huh, interesting. But yeah, again, like I said in the last video, there is really no reason why Freeze and Lonely Streets so far feel more like Stray Kids songs compared to Charmer, Maniac, and Venom, because there's nothing unusual in the people who are working in the on the songs. There's nothing unusual. It's always 3RACHA and Versachoy, the people who are working on Stray Kids songs. Most often. There's obviously other people all the time, but those are the ones that appear the most. And it's just the case as well. Like, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Like, in comparison for something like BTS, you can definitely map the place where BTS's quality of music and sound changed when they started using more outside producers with certain albums, and especially when it got worse and worse with like Love Yourself album and the Maps of Soul Persona. You can see like 20 people working on one song. You can clearly map that out, but with these songs there's no such thing. There's nothing out of the ordinary with these songs for them to feel like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that they're that unusual for Stray Kids that my brain just cannot comprehend that this is a Stray Kids song, and that is the reason why I'm not enjoying them that much. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to keep on harping on this. I just want to continue focusing on the rest of the songs. But yeah, that is how I feel about these songs. And it is kind of annoying that I feel like this about these songs, because I think they're good. I think they're very enjoyable, but for whatever reason, I just cannot accept them as Stray Kids songs. They feel subpar for Stray Kids. Yeah, I don't know. This was a very entertaining, obviously more vocal heavy song. The only criticism that I have for it is the thing that I mentioned, which is the autotune, but it works good enough to where I can tolerate it or ignore it. It doesn't really bother me that much. It fits with the song, so yeah, it is overall honestly a pretty good song. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna end up listening to, because even when we get like a good, like a vocal heavy song like this, I don't really tend to listen to them as much as I do for like the more energetic and fast-paced rap heavy songs like Freeze. So I'm probably not gonna really end up listening to it that much more than I did for songs like Slump, which I really did enjoy that song. But it is a good song, that's for sure. So, for Freeze, I actually don't remember. Did I give it a rating? Or did I just end up ending the video very quickly? If I didn't give it a rating right now, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. While for this one, I am going to give it... I think I'm gonna go with a 9.2 out of 10. And this one is like a legitimate 9.2 out of 10. Where this is the best rating I can give for this song, because that's what it was going for, and it nailed it, which is kind of in a way means that it could be a 10 out of 10, but as a way to describe the song, it is a 9.2 out of 10. And now, after a little bit of time having passed, after listening to those first three songs like Maniac Charmer and Venom, I am starting to be a little bit more open on them and more into them and want to raise the rating a little bit. So I'm gonna wait until I'm done with the rest of the songs on this album, and maybe I'll go for a different rating for all of those songs. I'm gonna re-rate them. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a weird album. I'm having a really weird experience with this one. I don't know why. But yeah, good song. Let's move on to the next one. That being the song Waiting For Us by the vocal line of Stray Kids. And from what I saw on the Wikipedia page, it seems like all the members contributed to the writing of this one, so that's gonna be interesting. So without further ado, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. So it's Bangchan Lino Sangminanin. I mean, to be honest, Stray Kids members in general are very versatile. You have 2 members that are rappers all the time and 2 members that are vocalists all the time, and the other 4 are kind of here and there for both of those things. With the 2 constant rappers being Changbin and Han, and the 2 constant singers are Sungmin and In. With Bangchan Lino, Felix and Hyunjin being the interchangeable ones. Okay, this is gonna be a very beautiful song, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not the kind of song that I enjoy listening to. It's a ballad, which is fine. But it's definitely not gonna be a song I'm gonna listen to ever again. It's just not my thing. But for those of you who like ballads, especially from Stray Kids, have it. Enjoy it. Okay, this chorus actually kind of slaps. I still don't really think I'm gonna ever listen to this though, but I definitely like it more with it being a power ballad. And also, this is actually, I think, the first, like, genuinely, like, a ballad from Stray Kids. At least I don't remember them having many. I really like this chorus though. If I end up listening to this song, it's definitely going to be for the chorus. The rest of it is too slow for my taste, but I really like the chorus. And of course the goddamn ballad is the longest song in this goddamn album. Are you kidding me? God damn it, Stray Kids, you make some good songs, but why do you gotta make it so short? Goddamn 4th generation K-pop producers. Soyeon from G-Idol does the same shit. Yeah, okay. So definitely pleasantly surprised with this one. I thought it was gonna be kind of like a filler song for me, where I wasn't really gonna care about it much because it's not something that I like. It was obviously not gonna be something I would care too much because it's more of the vocal line and I'm more of a rap fan. But even more so when it started off with like the slow ballad feel that it had, I didn't really expect to like it at all. Even though groups like B2B definitely made me more open-minded towards ballad songs, I still don't really listen to ballad songs that much. I used to listen to these kind of songs a little more back in like 2018 before I started my YouTube channel, because back then I was really depressed. Really depressed. And the only thing that kind of kept me going through that time, especially after I realized that I was trans, was this kind of like more emotional songs. But ever since I started the YouTube channel, I haven't really been that depressed like that. It's kind of like I found myself a purpose, and I haven't really felt the need to listen to these kind of songs pretty much at all. Like back then, what's the song that BTS has that is from Love Yourself Tear? That one ballad song that is from the vocalist. I don't remember the name of it. Give me a second. Like The Truth Untold used to be like one of my most replayed BTS songs, but I haven't really listened to it that much or almost at all in the last 3 years, if I gotta be honest. So yeah, I've never really felt the need to listen to this kind of songs, but when I do listen to them, they're definitely damn good. So yeah. In terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm going to go with a solid 9 out of 10. I think, honestly no, actually I'm going to go with a 9.1 out of 10 because I definitely did not expect the chorus to be as powerful and as catchy as it actually ended up being. So I think it definitely deserves a point for that there. Because otherwise it is a 9 out of 10 kind of song where it's good, it's great even, but I don't really feel like I'm ever gonna listen to it. And there really isn't any bad parts of this song, so it could be a 10 out of 10, but I feel like the best rating for this song, the most accurate rating, is a 9.1 out of 10. And I definitely like it. Which is so weird because this song doesn't have this weird feeling that I got from Venom, Maniac, or Charmer. I don't know why, but halfway through this, it seems to have disappeared. Honestly, after listening to the final song of this album, Muddy Water, I'm gonna go back and listen to the first 3 songs of this album on my own, not in the video, and then I'm gonna give you a re-rating of all the songs, so we know exactly where we stand with all those songs. But yeah, now without further ado, let's get into the final song of this album, Muddy Water, in 3, 2, 1.
Rain falling on my face, I'm washing off that sweat off, making me cleaner than the dirt on my high top. Suffer from the words you throw at me, but makes me tougher, energetic, young, still like me, lost playing in muddy water. Looking back at what you said behind my back doesn't matter, cause I'm a winner, strong believer, 24/7 with the members, scoring goals like a team player, execute the shadows all around me, call me Demon Slayer.
Okay, I can already tell you I'm not really that big of a fan of this.
Feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly. This my lifestyle, this my lifestyle. I'm breathing, working, moving, sit down and listen for once. 우리 going, 우리 말은 후회 내리는 빗물. 바꿔놓지 세상의 기준. 너도 모르게 흠뻑졌지. 탁한 공기 대신 맑은 공기 섭취. 흙탕 물, 머리 water. 흙탕 물, 흘리지 말고 멀리 꺼져. 흙탕 물, 물은 가리고 water. This is our flow, just step off the show. 흙탕 물, 머리 water. 흙탕 물, 흘리지도 말고 흘러가려. 흙탕 물, 물은 가리고 water. This is our flow, just step off the show. 땀을 빠진 거면 씹어봤자 내 입만 나쁘니까 뱉어 rap back.
Okay, the rapping in this one just I'm not really at all. I'm not really feeling it at all.
This is our flow, just step off the show. This is our flow, just step off the show.
Okay, yeah, you pretty much saw it. I'm not really a big fan of this one. I honestly can't even say that it was good. Again, this is just purely my opinion. It's not really in any way objective, but I really didn't like this one. I liked Changbin and Han's parts a little more. They felt a little catchier, which again maybe goes to show how much better they are than Hyunjin and Felix, who, by the way, I love them and I love their rapping, but Changbin and Han can definitely work with different flows more than Hyunjin and Felix, I feel like, at least, because they were definitely more entertaining to me in this song and felt better. But yeah, even I don't really care about this song. It didn't sound catchy at all. I'm definitely severely disappointed with this one. I don't know why they chose the instrumental that they did with this. It's such a weird choice. Like, it was like this kind of like a jazzy sound, which, why the hell would you make a rap song with a jazz sound? Like, in a way, the way they made this song, it comes off kind of like the kind of song where you would have like freestylers do, where you just have the melody and you just make the lyrics on the spot, which is maybe what they were going for with that with this song. And if you look at it from that perspective, it actually comes off better. But from the perspective of a K-pop idol group and me expecting like essentially for a comparison, maybe something like BTS's outro Tear or Dang, I kind of expected something along the lines of that, but from Stray Kids, obviously, or maybe some other Stray Kids rap only songs, which I don't really think I've really enjoyed any rap only songs, because as much as I think 3 Racha are good, I haven't really enjoyed any of the 3 Racha only songs as much as I've enjoyed the Stray Kids songs. So yeah, I don't know. I appreciate what they were trying to do, if that was what they were trying to do, with like the freestyle feel to the song, but I didn't really like it at all. And I'm definitely never listening to this song again, for sure. And I gotta say, the experience that I'm having with this album from Stray Kids seems kind of reminiscent in some ways to my experience to BTS's Map of the Soul 7. Where the songs that I thought that I was going to like, I didn't like, and the songs that I didn't expect to like, I actually ended up liking. And especially when it comes to the rapping, I'm definitely having a very similar experience with this album as I did for that album. Because in that album there is like a couple of songs that are like for the rappers mainly, like the song, I think the name of the song was Respect. Which it just comes off very try-hard and not at all catchy. And I'm definitely having that kind of feel with a lot of the rapping in this album. And again, to some of you, I might come off like super negative and whiny and complaining about this album, but I am a huge fan of Stray Kids. Go and check out any of my reactions to Stray Kids to see how much I love them. Go and check out my reactions to their B-sides to see how much I love them. This is just an album that is out of the ordinary. Pardon my pun. I don't know why it feels like that. I don't want it to be like that, but it is. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't know why it feels like that. I'm almost definitely gonna end up listening to the title track and the other song with the music video, Venom. Even if they don't feel as mind-blowing as they should be, I definitely like them a lot. They definitely strike me as high-quality songs. Freeze is what I wanted to get more out of and what I thought the title track was gonna be like. It felt more like Stray Kids. And Lonely Street as well was pretty good. So those 4 songs are definitely gonna be getting a listen from me outside of the reactions and a lot of replays. For Charmer, I think I like it enough that I'm probably gonna end up listening to it, but I feel like it's a little less impactful compared to the other ones because it doesn't feel quite as energetic. And then there's the vocal line song Waiting For Us, which is good, but it's a little too ballady for my taste, and I just don't really feel like I will feel right listening to it as much as for the other songs. Like I won't really get any situations in which it feels right to listen to like a ballad kind of song. Because usually the only times that I actually do end up listening to K-pop songs is either when I'm just browsing Reddit or whenever I'm driving somewhere with my car. So I don't really feel in the mood of listening to a ballad in any of those 2 situations. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of a rating for this one, I am honestly gonna give this one a 7.7 out of 10. It is probably the lowest rating I've given to a Stray Kids song. I just don't really like it. I wouldn't go as far as to say I hate it, but I'm really not into it at all. And yeah, I don't know. This album was just weird. I had such weird experiences with this one. I don't know why I felt the way I did for these songs. But I did, and I've already recorded this video, so can go back in time. But yeah, I am curious though, what do you guys think about this album and all these songs? So comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Brickman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out, there is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video to someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye!